in for the night. I'm 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 in for the night. Shorty, I know you and you know me. It's always a gang of hoes wherever I be. Baby, I like you, but I love weed. And if it makes you win, it's a victory. I'm in for the night. 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 I'm in for the night.
What's up, y'all? YouTube. You ain't got nothing to say?
Oh, sorry.
She was mesmerized by my beautimousness.
No, because we're actually sitting at my beauty channel setup, so I was having a moment.
Because I'm sitting with this froofy, frilly sequence. It's so against everything I believe in. As you can see, she got, like, she's over here all beautiful with the...
I just got done recording some beauty video.
You know, face beat. Here I am, just regular daily smegular. This is me. This is what you get. What you see is what you get.
This me too?
So, we decided to do basically a survival list of surviving a long-distance relationship. Those of you who follow us know we started out in a long-distance relationship, and there are a lot of close people around us right now who are in long-distance relationships at different stages, dating, engaged, getting ready to make a move out of state. And they've been asking us for a lot of advice lately, so we decided to do a video basically giving some tips and tricks of how we survived and what we think it took to make us survive. And y'all having a nice adult beverage with us. Do not laugh at my Avengers cup. It's my cup. Don't be judging me.
I poured her drink in an Avengers cup, y'all.
Oh, I did. It matched my pajama pants.
Yeah, I have my...
Ain't my style either. Yeah. I got like a big mug, but it probably made me like alcoholic if I drank my drink out of that, So you want to start it out? Or
well,
history? Like, what do you want to start with?
I just want to say one thing that was very important to me during our courting period.
Yeah, we definitely courted. She made me court her ass.
I didn't make her do anything. She did it because she wanted to, and I was worth it.
You were, in the end.
Duh.
So just to give you some background on our relationship really quick, we started out in 2 different states, maybe about 2.5 to 3 hours driving distance from each other. And so it was a lot to begin with. We didn't know how soon the moves were going to be made, whether I was going to come here or she was going to go to South Carolina. I mean, I'm just saying it was a possibility in the beginning.
No, it was never.
No, I didn't want to be in South Carolina anymore.
And that never came up. The only time it came up is when she was trying to be funny and crack a joke, and I didn't laugh.
So, what do you think was the biggest thing for you, for me, keeping your attention? Since I did the chasing, keeping your attention, you know, because there's a lot of options is the nice way to say it here in Atlanta.
I think the biggest, the thing that stood out the most to me was the effort that she put into making sure that, you know, she took out the time to come see me, and it wasn't just all on me. I appreciate it. Like, not only did she say the things that she wanted to achieve, but she put forth the effort and not just was just talking about stuff.
And I think that was a big thing for me. I like to put in the effort. I feel like and I hate to assign gender roles, but no, I hate, you know, I don't like gender roles, but I just feel like there's certain things that I'm responsible for and there's certain things she's responsible for, and I felt like I was supposed to do most of the legwork because I pursued her. But she definitely, can you go play with your hair? She bougie. Acting all bougie.
I'm sorry, my hair was looking crazy.
But definitely, like, just as much as I made the effort to come down and see her, you know, once we kind of got in the swing of things, she definitely made the effort to come up and see me. So knowing that regardless, and things can't come up, like, I don't want you to think that when you or in a long distance relationship, those travel plans are always going to be perfect, because there were probably about 2 or 3 times. It
failed the first 2 times, to be honest with you, and I was thinking to myself, like, yep, she just like another one of them, because I ain't got time for this bullshit and fuckery. So keep it moving. And I'm just being real. That's really how I felt. Like, I don't have time for this. So,
but it was. I mean, I think.
But it turned out for real. It wasn't like she wasn't playing games. It was just stuff kept happening, being that she was taking care of other people's kids.
Yeah, I had a lot of kids with me at that time.
She had kids, Timmy.
Yeah, I had 5?
Yes, 6, including AJ.
Yeah, I had 6 kids, including my father.
Yeah. So not biologically.
No, I only had, I had my
responsibly,
daughter,
financially.
Brother. Yeah, I was responsible for about 6 kids. But I think she was okay with it, because I was very honest. Like, it wasn't, even like there was one that was last minute. There was an injury one of the kids got.
I was okay with it because I ain't want no damn relationship, for real. I mean,
yeah.
This was somebody who. This did not start off as, oh, she fine, let me get her number.
It did on my end.
It did on her end, but on mine, no. It was like, oh, that's just, she's cool. Like, I like her intellect. It wasn't no, let me see what she about, because I wasn't interested in what she was about. I was interested in, like, the everyday conversation. And it wasn't on no flirtatious.
Not at all.
Nothing at all. It did not start off flirtatious or nothing like that.
I think another thing that helped us was communication. We talked all the time and about everything. Like, I think for us it worked because our other new child, Bella, is running around.
Bella is running around the living room, and I thought she was on top of my clothes. Sorry.
But yeah, it was communication and laying the cards out there. Like,
get down.
When I came into it, I, was very honest about, hey, right now I got 6 kids I'm taking care of. I work, and the job I had, I travel all the time.
Boo, if your pockets can stand to take care of 6 kids on your own, then by all means do it. Like, I'm not going to stand in the way of nobody taking care of their responsibilities.
Yeah, so that was, definitely the communication, and we shared with each other the good, the bad, and the ugly. So nobody was ever able, with us having that distance, you can run into some insecurities, you can run into some doubts, but because I told her the good, the bad, and the ugly about me, the mistakes I had made in previous situations, relationships, whatever it may be, or just the things that I know as a person make me hard to deal with, and she did the same, when she would get her little spoiled only child Aquarius attitude, like, I knew to expect it, because she was very honest with, I'm spoiled. Granted, she's very independent.
Attitude.
She got horrible attitude sometimes, and she's an Aquarius.
Sometimes.
So they have their moments, and she's very independent. So that was, something she let to me, and I told her I'm very blunt. I don't know how to fluff and sugarcoat certain things. I'm a workaholic. I am married to my career, and my kids come first. And I'm, in previous relationships, I wasn't always the most faithful person, because a lot of the previous relationships I was in because of circumstance.
But I'm an Aquarius, and that's all that needs to be said.
And I'm an Aries, so my horns come out sometimes.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about I'm crazy, so
I ain't scared of you.
Anyway.
So communication, I think that is the biggest mistake a lot of people in long distance relationships make. They don't communicate. Like, the only way you have to talk to deal with that person, you get to see them every day. So.
And it don't even have to be no, like, oh, how was your day? Oh, what are you doing? Like, 9 times out of 10, you know how their day was, because you talk to them all day. Let me tell you what we used to do. But this was before it even became a relationship or flirting or anything. We did this thing where we would ask each other random ass questions. Like, I'm very random, like super random. I would ask somebody a random question, like, let me ask you a question, and it would be totally random, and all of my friends know I'm very random. So I would start doing that to her. Like, I would text and be like, let me ask you a question, would you rather, whatever, I can't even think off the top of my head, but it would just be a random question. So it doesn't even have to always be about what was me and my job sucks. Like, to me, this long distance relationship kept my mind off of the everyday reality, because with her I could just like go outside of my everyday like life of working and being a mama and doing all that extra stuff. Like, we made it fun. That's really how the relationship became to be. Like, we realized the things we had in common. Like, music was the first thing we bonded over, because, you know, I am a really big Frank Ocean fan. One time, for the Frank Ocean fans out there, and I just so happened to be listening to Frank Ocean one day, and she said the words, and I was like, hold on, whoa, you like Frank Ocean? She was like, yeah, I like Frank Ocean. I like this person and that person. And that's kind of like how we kind of build a bond. Like, now our relationship, for real, if you meet us in real life, you're gonna be like, them girls listen to so much music. Like, if you come over our house, we got this big speaker. I don't know if you heard that beat noise, but we got this big speaker, and it sounds like you at the club, and anytime you walk in our house, there will be music. And I can't tell you that it's gonna be trap music, because it could be some doggone Selena, it could be some Mary, some Dietrich Haddon, it could be
some Gucci, like
Gucci Mane, it could be Elvis Crespo, okay, Vibes Cartel, Bob Marley, all that, yeah.
Yeah, she laughed at me.
Janae Aiko,
she went.
Erykah Badu, Jasmine Sullivan. Okay, sorry.
She went to
MFS coming up. Sorry.
She's a mess. But like, yeah, I fell asleep in the car listening to Mozart while she was at the gym.
Yeah, I got in the car like, are you listening to Mozart? Like, I haven't heard that since I played that for Davion when he was in my stomach.
So,
like,
and I think another thing was, like, we would tell each other random things. Like, I remember one of the funniest conversations we had, and it was when I first got introduced to, not even to him, but just, you know, really like learning our son, was he would sleep on the couch, and she decided to get up and clean, and she called me when she was cleaning and was laughing about the fact that he slept through her playing music and cleaning around him.
Like, y'all, I had, like, when I clean, I have to put on my trap music, because it made me like move, like, hey, let me get this pillow, hey, let me do this bed up, you know, like, it make you feel good. No, just me. Okay, anywho, yeah, so I was playing my music, I was like dancing, and he slept through it. Like, he literally laid on the couch. He just looked at me, like, he woke up, looked at me and turned over like, yeah, don't wake me up, because I ain't cleaning today, okay? Yeah,
or like, I remember one of the conversations we had, like, the job I used to travel, and I used to fix, you know, point of sale system servers. But I had a thing is, I would listen and dance around to Chris Brown while I was fixing stuff, and we, you know, just laughed about random stuff like that, like the quirky part of your day that you really don't share with a lot of people. Like, I know for me, people looking at me, I'm very mild. My mood doesn't really go too much up or down, and just to know, like, I'm in the middle of, I think I was fixing a Walmart, dancing around to Chris Brown in the automotive section, fixing a computer system and a registers. Just different little quirky stuff like that, but also being willing to, when I had a bad day, like, there was one day it was just overwhelming. Taking care of 6 kids was overwhelming. Drama I was going through in my ex situation was overwhelming. And I literally got up, my stepdad was at the house, and I told him, I said, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go. And I literally went down to the little lake near my house and was either writing or drawing, and was just telling her about it, like, because there's some days, like me, when I'm not in a good mood, I don't like to be bothered, but I didn't want her to think I was pulling away from her. And the phone call actually started for me telling her, look, I may be a little distant, but I guess she could tell something was wrong because we talked so much, and she kind of talked me through it, like, just talk me through it.
One thing I want to really stress, because I know that in both of our previous relationships, we only got 7 minutes left. One thing that I know that her and I both really agreed on was always remain yourself. Like, never allow someone to cause you to not be who you are naturally, how you were born. Like, I know that in previous relationships, I pretty much, I don't want to say conform, but and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with compromise, because there's a difference between compromise and just changing yourself. There was certain things that I changed that was not me. And one thing that I can say is no matter what, like I've always been able to just be myself. Like I am
2.5 handfuls in a bushel.
Y'all, I'm for real. Like I'm something serious to deal with. My attitude is stank a lot of times. It is, but it's getting better because you know I've been working on that. And you know, I'm able to be myself. Like she doesn't judge me. She doesn't, you know, look at me funny or any of that. Like she just allows me to be me. And I know that sometimes when you get into those relationships where you feel like you're not allowed to be yourself, you lose yourself. So never allow yourself to lose yourself over anyone else's happiness, because if they can't accept you for who you are and allow you to be you, then it's not gonna work and they don't love you in the first place.
Yeah, and just making sure that that person feels important. Like she knew no matter what it was, no matter what time of day or night it was, if she needed me, I was going to be there. Regardless if it was 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and finding little things like you don't have that physical connection, but something that really was really sweet to me and even my family saw is I mentioned to her once, oh, I gotta get the baby up for school. It's my daughter's first day of school. She started school in July, the middle of July. When I was getting up, I think I had just gotten up and she got a phone call, hey, how's it going? You know, what's going on? You know, just to check on me. Or the job I had, they said they have to catch a conference call every day. And those calls were so consistent. She would make sure I was up because I don't really sleep very often. She was making sure I was up for that conference call to the point I didn't have a conference call that day. I didn't have to take my daughter to school because my stepdad took her to school. My phone was ringing for probably about an hour because she was worried out over something was missing that call, to the point my stepdad came in my room and said, you are in trouble. She been calling you all morning. You done missed your morning phone call. You better get on this phone and call. I almost answered, but you killed me for answering your phone. Just stuff like that. Like, you don't have that physical connection, so you have to make sure that person feels important. If something comes up, you don't even got to go into detail. Hey, we supposed to talk tonight. I got a work meeting, or I got to stay late at work. Just give them something so you don't leave them hanging there. And communication, like, by the time we met, not really met, but started spending time with each other, there wasn't nothing she could do that could surprise me. And when I moved down here, we weren't initially planning on moving in together, but it kind of didn't make sense. Like, you get an apartment, I get an apartment, somebody's gonna pay for a place that they're not gonna be at. So we moved in together, and we didn't have that rough getting to know each other because, like, for instance, me, she's a neat freak. I'm messy as shit. But she knew from jump, I'm messy, I don't clean, my mama come and clean my house. So, this is what you get, you know, and she told me, look, I have OCD. She started putting my stuff away the way she wanted the first time I came to visit, okay, so.
But I bet you now this mother will clean up, baby, okay?
But she give me my space to be messy. And
she get her own little space, you keep that however you clean it, but the rest of this domain is gonna be clean.
And the biggest thing I'll tell you is do what makes you happy. You're going to have a lot of people, if you're in a long distance relationship, oh, why are you doing that? Y'all don't get to see each other. You don't know what they're doing. Keep
y'all
everybody
talk too much.
Yeah, like y'all always on the phone.
We didn't go through that though.
No, our families are very supportive.
2 minutes.
We're gonna make it quick. So just if you happy, be happy. Keep everybody else out of your shit. Things aren't going to be perfect. Don't share it with outside people because you may get over it and they're not. And just communication and make the effort to see each other. Ours was pretty easy because it was a drive, but if you gotta fly, you know, alternate flights, you know.
Compromise, work together, do what you gotta do, drive halfway, meet them up for lunch, do something, send them a random I love you card, something, do something, put in some effort and show, you know, that this is what you want to do, like, because being far away can really take your mind. A far away place, it's like, oh, I don't know where they at.
And don't believe everything everybody tell you, because people want to try to tell you some shit. Because if we'd have believed half the stuff that people said about us to the other person as far as exes, we wouldn't be together right now. But the difference was we were so honest and upfront.
And open.
Can't nobody come and tell me my wife did anything, whether she was my friend, my girlfriend, or my wife, my fiance, whatever it may be, because I knew
in 1 minute.
So sorry we had to cut it so short. If there's any other thing you want us to touch base on, put in the comments.
Yeah.
We missed you guys.
Yep. We'll be back. I start my new job tomorrow, y'all, so I gotta go to sleep. If not, we will talk forever. But we'll come back. And we'll see y'all next time.
We out.
Bye.
I was.
I know you, and you know me. It's always a gang of hoes wherever I be. Baby, I like you, but I love weed. And if gin makes you win, it's a victory. I'm in for the night. I'm in for the night.